Hey folks, welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Justin Riley and we have a terrific show for you today. We're going to be enjoying some company from some guests who are going to talk to us a little bit about a murder mystery that's coming up here in Janesville. That'll be a lot of fun. Plus some tips on planning for retirement, and we'll find out that paintballing is not just for older kids. Anybody can do it. But first, I'm joined by two very special guests. This is Charles and Billy, the owners of the Academy of Hwarangdo right here in Madison. Welcome, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. So, as I understand, we're going to be talking a little bit about martial arts and community service and community outreach. And you guys host some self-defense events for women. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's correct. Our programs have been in town for over 25 years, and in the last 5 years, what Mr. Dean and I have done is reached out into the community through different facets, like our Women's Self-Defense program. We provide really basic information for women to feel empowered through a basic structure of understanding an issue, possible prevention, de-escalation, and then 3 stages of self-defense if things go to a bad situation.
Yeah, that de-escalation, I think, is an important component of self-defense, really. You know, a lot of folks, when they think self-defense, they immediately think it's something physical, and it's not always physical. There's a psychological component, too.
Absolutely. The prevention is the most important piece, and we don't want anybody to fight if they don't have to.
Right. That's an absolute last resort. So tell us about your bully prevention programs and self-defense for kids.
Essentially, throughout the Madison area, we've done a lot of self-defense presentations, both within the Madison Metropolitan School District and just a free community service at our schools and at various organizations around town. So that has landed us relationships with the Girl Scouts, all the way through relationships with different sororities around town, just kind of piggybacking back to the women's. Our women's self-defense. But all over Madison, again, I think that's one of the coolest things that we have is that, we're in the schools, we're in the community, and it's very applicable to everyone. So
yeah, absolutely. And you guys do some youth programs, you mentioned, with Madison Metro School District and MSCR as well. Talk to us a little bit about what those are and what those look like.
Yeah, a few years ago, Billy and I started just reaching out to some of the schools in the Madison School District, and we're all over Madison. I think between the both of us, there's about 10 schools that we work with, from elementary schools, middle schools, and just recently a couple high schools. Okay. Both on the west side, east side, north side of Madison, and the relationships have been outstanding. We do 3 8-week programs, that cover, again, de-escalation, bully prevention, and just a real basic, a watered-down version of our martial arts curriculum. So
sure, yeah, sort of in a nutshell version of your martial
absolutely
arts curriculum.
And what makes it cool also is that we take some of the schools' morals and some of their rules, and we incorporate it in with our own martial art ethics and values and things like that. So
yeah, the kids love it because they get all the fun components of martial arts, and what that is it's our vehicle for bringing in those citizen lessons, talking about how to be a good family member, how to be a good student at home, at school, just how to be a good member of the community. And
citizenship, as I understand, is a really big part of the teaching and the practice of martial arts. So I think that's really cool that you guys kind of do that. So obviously there's a huge physical component though to learning martial arts. But I'm guessing that you probably encounter some folks every now and then who might need to have some adaptive instruction, who have some special needs. Can you talk to us a little bit about what you do for folks like that?
We're extremely proud of our adaptive programs because that's something where we feel like everybody can be empowered through martial arts training. Everybody can feel the positive impacts of that. And we have a very robust curriculum, and we have wonderful instructors on staff. Mr. Dean has an adaptive program for people that are wheelchair bound. Wow. And on the east side, we have an adaptive program for people on the autism spectrum. So people of all different abilities and all different places in life can feel the positive effect of martial art training.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I want viewers to know really quickly before we go that you have now 3 locations. You have East Side on Thierer Road, West Side on Odana Road, and now you just recently opened up a North Side location on North Sherman Avenue.
That is correct, yeah. Back in March, we opened up our new Martial Arts Academy, 1117 North Sherman Avenue. Sure. It's been received so well by the community. I'm a North Sider, sure. So it's been really neat having, just some of the local police officers come in, some of the, firefighters come in, and not to mention we're surrounded by a lot of schools, so it's just taken off really well, and we're really proud of it. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. So if you want to find out more about what Horang-do is, I would encourage you to call these two fine gentlemen here and find out more, or go to their website. Charles and Billy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, sir.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.